Okay, as you can see, I hope the quality is okay, but as you can see, I'm working in my art classroom because there's like it's open, and yeah, I've done this so far on our project, which I've been talking about, me and my friends. But the problem is, like, this is very great and it works really great on top, but on the bottom too, I don't think it's gonna be the same story. I don't think it's gonna work that good. So I have to get that thing, which is like 2 meters tall, like higher up. So like that's not. I don't know how that's gonna work. Yeah, sorry, I have so much in my hair. But it's one of the things is working. Then we just need to fix the other thing. This is really stupid. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try something. If everything breaks, that's just life. Okay, welcome back. Like actually back. Yeah. So what you just saw was just me in art class, extra art class thing. Anyway, it's really funny. It's really nice time. It's a great place. But yeah, and also I figured out the problem. The projector was actually on a stand with wheels, so the actual projector is much smaller. So it actually worked out in the end, which is awesome. And then I got to painting, and the underpainting for these faces are hideous because the graphite from the pencil thing I was using is leaking, will leak into the paint, and the paint application cannot be very thick and very like good, so it has to come on in more layers because it's very cheap and unpigmented paint. Yeah, I hope you understand that. So still much work in progress, but I'm much closer to finishing just one, and then I'm 25% done. So that's okay. And that's also why this video comes out like way later than usual. And that's simply because first, it's a long video because I decided to do a larger drawing compared to what I normally do in the sketchbook. And also just because like I got home later. So yeah. Yeah. What to talk about? Well, I want to talk about some thank yous to all the guys and girls and non-binary people, or like everybody's who has subscribed in recently, because I'm at 542, which is really nice because that means I'm getting closer to 550, and that means I'm getting closer to 600, and so on and so forth, which is really nice because I want to keep growing and I want to keep going, and I want to get monetized so I can make cooler stuff and I can actually begin to spend money on the videos and like do more insane and cool things. That would be very awesome if I could. It's like I need you guys. So if you like this video, at least at this part, you should definitely like, subscribe, and comment. You guys know, like, and I always read the comments and all that stuff. And I try to reply to most of them. I'm not the best at it. And that's not because I don't want to reply. Like, it's just because sometimes I don't know what to say other than thank you. So like I usually just heart and like the comment because I don't really know what to say. I'm so yeah. So what is it? Like I'm blushing too much. Like I'm getting too I'm too excited. And I'm so happy, and it's so sweet of you guys to write nice comments, especially like just in general. And this video was originally supposed to be just there's a fly. This video was supposed to be a real-time drawing, like most of my newer videos are, just because. But I realized that would take me like 10 more minutes to do the voiceover for it, which means more time, not wasted, but more time used on this thing. And I was like, yeah, I was not gonna do that. And that also like means that I'll just not be done quicker necessarily, but I was just like, can I really talk for 30 minutes right now? Because I haven't really experienced something crazy. Like, yeah, I'm doing more. I get to do more PR for my school, which is nice because, I get paid. So that's pretty cool to do that, because that's a very nice way of, it's not because I get a lot of money from it. Like, I don't really get that much money, but it's just a fun way of doing something good for the school which I want to because it's actually a pretty good school, not gonna lie. And also, I get paid for stuff, which is nice. So, I'll do that, of course. And I also have to show some, like, before people become teachers, they have to be like, study to become teachers. They have to like go to teacher school, kind of. At least in Denmark, they have to. And I have to, like, with a bunch of other dyslexic kids from my school, we have to show them how we use our tools, like our, talking to the phone, and the phone writes, speak to text, or what is it called? Some of that, and all the other tools we get to use, and how we use the website that where all the audiobooks are, and all this stuff, like how we do, and how we, what do we want to get help with if we were a student, so they can understand better how it actually is to work with dyslexic kids, because they have this, they get some experience from us as dyslexic kids, and we can tell them exactly what we want, because we're a little bit older, but we still have this kind of the same needs as the younger dyslexic kids, and they definitely need it more than us. So, we can help to make them and future teachers much better, especially for people with a harder time learning or reading or writing, or just kids who have a hard time with school. Like, definitely a good teacher can do so much, and that's just in everything in life, really. Like, even if it's a very boring subject, just having a good teacher is like, it's like a cheat code, kind of. It just becomes randomly interesting, everything you have to read about or learn about and stuff. And if you feel like the teacher actually wants to be there and wants to, they also think this subject is pretty interesting, and they also want you to, not succeed necessarily, but kind of, yeah. They want you to succeed and do your best, and they want to help. If you actually get the feeling from a teacher, you learn so much more than if you just you just show up, they tell whatever it's about, and then you do some work and then you go home. Like, when the teacher tries to actually get you to do something for yourself and makes you want to learn, that's a great teacher. And we're trying to make more of those, or we're kind of trying to help, at least, with creating more good teachers. And it's not because these people are bad teachers or would be bad unless we help them, but I think our input definitely has a place. I think so. At least that's what my the dyslexic coordinator woman, like, she's not really a teacher, but she's kind of a teacher. She's at our school, and she handles all the affairs with PR and with dyslexia and all this stuff. So she does a lot of behind the scenes. That's also important for a school, because there wouldn't be no school if there wasn't no kids at the school, of course. So that makes great sense, what she is and what she does. She's such a nice lady, though. So that's also pretty good. And actually, as you can see right now in the drawing, the thing I had through the nose, or the face, the portrait has through the nose, is I got kind of inspired by these African, like, not scarification almost, but when they put like a small tibia bone from a monkey or something through their nose, like a bridge piercing, but like a little bit more extreme, or just through the nose. Actually, they do all this insane scarification shit, and I think it's cool, and I think it's like, I wouldn't do it personally that extremely, but I think it has its place, and I think it's very beautiful, and I think it's a very interesting way of decorating oneself, and I definitely would take inspiration. Of course, this also has a bit of a septum piercing and definitely stretch ears. I usually just make earrings, but this time I thought, why not make stretch ears? It's nearly the same. It's closely looking at least. And yeah, so I copied my own eyebrow. So more about, I don't have anything more about school, but I have something about work. I have to work tomorrow, and I can't actually get home, so I just have to wear my work pants to school, which is fine, because it's actually just a pair of pants that I would normally wear, but I just decided that they were my work pants, so now I only wear them at work mostly, so it's fine. and then I just have to wait a little bit. But that's okay, because I want to make some money. Because going on trip needs money for trip. That's how it is. You guys know. I've talked about it like a million times before, and that's also something I think about a little bit. Like, how many times have I probably repeated myself or said things in a very similar way, in different videos, just because, like, not that much interesting happens every day. Like, some days more interesting stuff happens, or you have something cool you thought about, or I have thought about, not you, like me. Something I thought about, or something cool happens to me or near me, or something interesting. But usually I actually don't. Like, I don't have that much stuff going on. I go to school, I work, I draw, I paint. That's my life. And of course, the painting is still coming greatly along. I'm giving it a little bit of a rest right now, just to think what would I do next, because I want to, like, not be focused. I kind of want to be focused, but I also want to, like, I want to get some daylight on it. I want to get some some chill, like just taking it easy with the painting there. So yeah, but that's gonna come out as soon as it's finished. Of course, it's gonna, like, yeah. Hopefully, it will be a great painting, because I could really use to make like a new good one. Because it's been some time since I made like a great painting, so I want to make another great one. And I think this one has potential. I definitely feel that it has more potential than other things I've made before. So that's definitely a positive. And especially in art and painting and stuff, and just being creative in general, the feeling you have about what you're doing is really important. At least for me it is. Because if I don't feel like this is going anywhere good, it usually doesn't. And that's also probably because I know myself. But it definitely has something to do with just, like, if you can't connect to it body and mind, you can't really create it. Like, you can't make something good if you're not, like, completely focused on it and, like, feels good about it and wanting to create. Like, if you just create because you have to, like a job, then you can't expect to make something great every time. But if wait for the moments where you can get that inspiration and want to create, then you definitely can, not definitely, but you can, most of the time, you can definitely create more interesting pieces and sculptures and all this stuff you can make. Like, whatever you do, even if it's music or a sport or something, like, actually wanting to do it because, like, you have a passion for it makes it 10 times better. Like, that's just how it is. I'm a bit tired, actually. I've been tired all day. I don't know what it is. I got to, like, I slept a little bit. I didn't go to bed, like, early. I got to bed a little bit late, but not too late. And I also just kind of, I could sleep in later. Like, I slept like 2 hours more than usual, and school wasn't even that long. I just think I was at what is it called? Yeah, I was at extra art class thing, a very long time. But it was also great because I got to put in the work, as you have to sometimes. Like, sometimes you have to do, you have to do something, like, just force yourself to work. And sometimes it actually turns out pretty great, like it did with this with my project that I'm working on. Even though my friend who I started the project with kind of bailed on me. That's just, it's how it is. I'll just take all the honor. I'll just do all the work. Like, that's the thing. I don't care about the honor because I'm not getting paid, and that's completely fine. But, like, doing all the work when it was meant to be a group thing, that's not nice. But that is how it is. Like, I can't do anything about that. But that also means I have creative freedom to do what I want. And I'm definitely keeping with the theme we're going for, but also do, like, my own little twist on it, of course, because I want to. And yeah, well, about this face, I started making these, like, drawing lines in his head and stuff, and also because I thought he was too white, like like it was too much white on white, because the paper's white, of course, and then, like, there's an outline and some eyes and stuff, and it was way too much white. So I need to darken up the picture to get some contrast and some, you know, some stuff, some quality. Like I just like the look, and I think you guys do too. Like if you don't like it, you wouldn't have watched this far at least. Like so, if you watch this far, like and subscribe. I know. Like I say that a lot, but like usually there's a very small amount of people at this time frame. Like if you're here, you're definitely one of the, you know, the 1%ers, I think, because most people don't even watch my videos more than like 5 minutes. Like, and at some of the videos that have gone like out to way more people. I wouldn't say viral, but they've gone to like more people than I have subscribers, and you know, more people than usual, a lot more than usual. Then the videos have like, you know, 2 minutes, 1.5 minute, 1 minute sometimes, like viewer retention averagely, which is insane. But also it doesn't really matter, because when you have like 2,000 views on a video, and if everybody watches for a minute, that's still all right. Like, that's not even bad. And there's definitely going to be some people like you who are watching this right now who are going to watch the video for more than just 2 minutes, and some people aren't, and that's just their, you know, not want to say fault, but they're missing out, man. That's what it is. They're missing out. And you know, I also really try to watch videos through, like unless it's really really bad, and but if I know the YouTuber, or I know like I've watched some of their videos before or something, then I definitely watch it all the way through, because like, you know, just sitting there scrolling endlessly for the perfect video, and it's never gonna come, because like you're already watching a video. Just stay where you are for a little bit, because it helps a lot. Like everybody, it helps a very big amount of help. That's what it's making. Help. I'm so sorry. I'm tired, man, and girl and woman and everybody. I'm so tired. And I don't really know. Maybe I'm getting sick again, but I hope not, because I don't want to be sick, especially when I have my driving test, like behind the wheel test number 2. And this time I'm ready. This time I will do it. There's no chance that I can't do it. I will complete the behind the wheel test, and I'll get my driver's license, and it'll be all fine. Hopefully. Like, I was out driving today with my driving instructor or teacher or whatever it's called in English. And it went pretty good. And we went over all the things that I like was worst at. And, you know, we did that until I could do it. So, yeah. Like, and like I'm at a point where like I can't learn anything more unless I drive like a million times more. So it's just a routine that I'm missing. And definitely also that under the behind the wheel test, I'll be extremely nervous. And that most people are really, really nervous. And I will definitely be. Yeah. I also gave this guy a bullet hole in his head. I don't know if it's a flower or a bullet hole or just some, you know, tattoo or marking on his head. Like, you guys can decide whatever it is, whatever you think it is. Like, in general, I think that's very cool. Like, I want to know what you guys think about, like, what I create. What do you see in it? Because I see stuff in it, and I try to like create things with a reason and to show something in this part of humanity or this part of my feelings and all this deeper level stuff. But there's still just some I think it looks cool behind it all. And like, if you guys are artists or creators, like, do you also just sometimes just do stuff like not with a deeper meaning, but just, you know, it looks cool? Because I kind of do that a lot with my stuff. There's definitely some deeper meaning, but not a whole essay worth of deeper meaning. It's mostly just like, you know, that looks cool and that's sick, and I want it to be scary and stuff. But sometimes there's a more deeper meaning with things and inspiration behind the stuff that really tells a story, and that's also cool. Like, that's the great thing about art. It could literally mean anything and nothing at the same time. Like there's not many ways of expressing yourself that has either zero meaning or a lot of meaning. And that's why art is great. That's at least why I love art. Also, I love creating. Like, it's just great. Wow, we're getting close to the end right now. There's about a minute and a half left. And no one is probably going to hear this. Like, maybe like 2 people. So that'd be pretty cool if somebody actually listen to this. And if you've watched the video all the way through, please like write a comment. Like just write the word chicken or something. Not a chicken. Write the word frog. F-R-O-G. Is that frog? I think that's frog. Write the word frog in the comments, or just some other cool comment. Then I'll know you've watched the video all the way to the end, because you are awesome. That would be really cool if like we had this little thing where the people who watch to the end actually know stuff that the people who don't know. This is definitely just my way of trying to get engagement, but still, like, again, that's pretty fair, I would say. Hopefully. Oh yeah, thanks for watching. Bye bye. Like, subscribe. Bye.